So today I'm going to show you how I made this needle felted twister inspired ice lolly. This is really simple to make and I hope you enjoy this. So to make our twister ice lolly, I've got a pipe cleaner, I've got some of my core wool, I've got a little bit of pink, I've got some green, yellow, and I've got some of this brownie colour for the stick. So I'm going to start by folding up the end of my pipe cleaner and twisting that round, and then just turn over the top. And then I'm going to grab some of my brown, and then I'm just going to wrap this around the stick. And then just felt this on. Just be careful that there's a pipe cleaner, or be mindful that there's a pipe cleaner which obviously has metal running through the middle of it. So if you hit that with your needle, then it may well break. Once that's all attached to your pipe cleaner, don't worry about it all looking too pretty at the moment, because we will tweak that at the end. Then we're going to grab some core wool and wrap that tightly round the pipe cleaner. And then I'm going to grab my multi-needle and start felting that on. We're just trying to create a nice sausage shape here. So hopefully you can see that's starting to form sort of a round sausagey shape. That's still too soft at the moment, so we're just going to keep working on it. I'm going to wrap a little bit more around this. Remember to make sure you pull it nice and tight, because this is going to reduce your felting time. The reason I didn't take the second part of the core wool right up to the top is because we are going to lay our pink over the top shortly, and then cover the rest of the lolly. So this is looking nice and even. I mean, the other thing that you could do is, once you've got to this point, you could just cover this in a single colour and create one of the milk bottle ice lollies or ice creams. Okay, so now we've got our twister ice lolly all felted. We've got the core wool for the structure, and we've got a handle or a stick on it. Next up, I'm going to work on my stick a bit to try and refine the shape of this. I've just got some of the wool and I'm just going to put that over the top and felt that on. Just going to pull off a little bit more and cover this side too. Right, once you're happy with your stick, next up, I'm going to grab some of the pink and I'm going to just place that over the top. Just to cover that over. Once you're happy that you've covered the top and that's nicely felted on, next up I'm going to grab a bit of my yellow, some of the green, just going to pull these, and some of the pink. And then I'm going to twist these and I'm going to start at this bit that's a little bit lower and I'm going to grab my single needle and felt that on. Make sure that's quite well felted on. Then I'm going to grab some green. Just going to add a bit in here to make that a bit longer. And then at the end, again, I'm just going to turn that up and twist it. And then felt that right next to the yellow. You do want to make sure that it is well attached. And then I'm going to do the same with my pink. Twist and felt that in. Once you're happy that they're all on, poking out a bit, and then I'm going to start to twist this round and then bring it round the lolly. Just felting it in. I want to keep the rounded shape that I've got from the twist, but obviously I want it to attach to the lolly, so I'm just poking that with the needle so it secures it. And then we're going to do the same with the green. Twisting that round. And felting it into place. And then the pink. And then we're going to keep twisting those round. And then as we come to the bottom, we're just gonna twist and bring that round to the stick. And then a bit of something else there. Just trim that off. And just felt the ends in. I'm going to bring the green round and the yellow. And then trim those off. I just felt that all into place. And then we're going to start again. So I'm going to grab a piece of my yellow. Twist that round. Turn it under and place that next to the pink. Grab some green. And then the pink. And we'll start with the yellow and twist that round, and then just as before use your needle to felt that onto the core wall. I'm going to grab my pink, turn that over, felt that on, and then twist. Bit of green. And all we're doing now is we're just using our colours to go round and fill in the gaps. I'm just going to have a little bit of a gap here, so I've just grabbed a bit of my pink. And then I'm just going to felt that in to bridge the gap. And then once you've got your twister all covered, all that's left to do is just use your needle to go round and just refine it in places. So I'm just going to go around the top. If there's any little fluffy bits there, then I'm just going to poke them into place. Just make sure all your ends at the bottom are all secured properly. And there you go, there's the twister lolly all finished. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I'd really appreciate if you can give this a thumbs up and hit the like. And if you want to see more like this, please hit subscribe. Thank you.